Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, everyone. Today, we want to present about email in business communication. Next. We from Group 1 want to present about business email. Group 1 consists of four members. The first are Erlangga Saputra, second Firliy Friyatna, third Reynaldo Naufal, and for the last, it's me, Sabina Oktaffiani. Okay, let's go straight to the first discussion, namely writing a business email. Writing a business email, as with any email, business email should include a brief but descriptive subject line, one or more recipients, and an attachment if needed. If you are including multiple recipients, consider using the CC carbon copy field to keep the extra recipients in the loop without requiring them to respond. To learn more about the basic part of an email, take a look at our lesson on common email features. Next. Okay, email. Business email etiquette encompasses a set of rules indicating effective, proper, and polite ways to behave when sending and receiving email. The rules of etiquette are focused on how message should look and on what they should contain. Next. Some things to consider in business email. First, opening. The opening which contains the reason you made the emails. Second, sentence structure. Sentence structure, namely choosing the right expression sentence to state a certain function, be it opening, addition, closing sentence, and so on. Third, write at the right level. Write at the right level, whether the email is formal, semi-formal, or even informal. This is not an easy thing, especially for people who are not native English speaker. Next. Okay, for the next format and structure of formal email. First, subject line. Second, salutation. Third, body. Fourth, closing. And five, signature. Okay, for a more complete discussion will be explained by my friend, Firliy Friyatna.
Okay, next slide. Okay, the first one is subject line. This is a short phrase that summarizes the reason for your message of the goal of your communication. It is important to include a subject line when sending a professional email so your audience knows exactly what to expect and is able to locate the message easily if needed. For example, follow-up product presentation. Next slide. Okay, number 2 is salutation. Salutation, this is the first line of your email and generally as the greeting. For example, hi, Mr. Samson, or dear sir, or dear madam. Next slide. Okay, next slide we have number 3 is body. Just like the body of the letter, this is where you will share for your full message. For example, thank you for attending the new product presentation this afternoon. If attach a video file of the full recording so you can share it with your team, please let me know if you have any question. Next slide. Okay, number 4, we have closing. Closing, this is a last line of your email before your signature and should wrap up your message. This is also where you may reiterate any requests you've made in the body of your message. For example, thank you for your patience or cooperation, or thank you for your consideration, and then follow up with, if you have any question or concerns, don't hesitate to let me know, and I look forward to hearing from you. Next slide will be continued by Errol.
Okay, thank you. The next slide is science ruling. The signature is where you identify yourself by name title, any other information relevant to your communication. Most email programs allow you to set a fixed signature that's automatically add to the end of every email you send. For example, Sincerely, Gillian, Junior Senior Software Engineer ABC Company Inc. Next slide. Phrases for business communication. Greeting. Always use Miss and not Mrs. when writing to a woman in a professional context. Always use username in formal emails. Example, Mary Franklin. Don't write Miss Mary or Miss Mary Franklin. Use sir or madam if you don't know the person name. Introduction. Name, job title, and company. Next slide, please. Phrases for business communication, formal email. Friendly opening. I hope everything is going well, and I hope you had a nice Christmas. Referring to the last contact, it was lovely meeting you at the sales conference last week. It was nice talking to you on the phone earlier. Thank you for your email last week. Process for business communication, formal email. Reason for writing. I am writing in connection with the order we placed last week. I am writing with regard to next week's board meeting. As discussed, I am sending you more detailed information about upcoming conference. Giving information. I would like to inform you about the result of our customer survey. Thank you.
Okay, to continue this presentation is press for business communication, formal emails, and attachment. I have attached a PDF with the most relevant information note. Turn right, I have included in an email, and only use that for letters. And point two is making requests. Could you please let me know if you can attend the event next week? And I would appreciate it if you could send the document this week. And in making arrangement, I was wondering if you will be available for a meeting next week, and will 10 a.m. be a stable time? And in the point answering question, in answer you to your first or second question, and to answer your question about. Okay, in the closing line, if you need or require any further information, please feel free or do not hesitate to contact me. And in this slide, this example email, as you can see, the example above is looking road. The subject line is fuzzy, the body is full of spelling errors and rambling through. And the main point is difficult to find. Plus, the overall tone is unprofessional. Now, let's take a look at more a polite example. And this example looks good. The subject line grabs your attention. The body is concise and error-free, and there's a clear call to action. You must like this, how business runs smoother and more efficiently. We can see in this example email that there is a complete, coherent, and good structure. So as subject line and salutation, dear Mrs. Johnson. Have an email body starting from it has come to my attention that your company, the cooking store, has been late with paying their invoice for the past 3 months. In order to encourage our customer to pay for their invoice before the due date, we have implemented a discount model where we'll give you 2% of your invoice if you pay us within 10 days of receiving the invoice. And have an email and have an email body starting from closing it is. I hope that everything is going well for you and your company. You are one of our biggest customer and we appreciate your business. If you have any question, feel free to contact me at 5 and this is number. And in signature list, sincerely forwards accounts receivable. We can convert it in the initial email. The language and structure of this email is better and more formal in accord with the rules of writing business email. Okay, before ending this presentation and discussion, allow me to conclude this meeting. Email is very important for the continuity of a business. Of course, it must be an accordance with the existing rules and regulation. Suitable structure with the operating receiving. Let's end today's presentation with this quote from Francis Bacon that say, knowledge is power. Here's what we can say, more or less. I'm sorry, hope you fully useful for all of us, and that brings us to the end. Thank you so much for your time and attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.